There are fears that North Korea will mark today's National Day celebrations by launching another intercontinental ballistic missile. The US has called for a vote on a new UN Security Council resolution as it pushes for fresh sanctions against the regime.
Today is North Korea's Foundation Day. For the 69th anniversary, flowers are laid at the feet of founding father Kim Il-sung and his son Kim Jong-il. Crowds paying respects to past leaders while voicing support for the current one.
우리 공화국은 주체 핵 강국으로 더욱 강대해지고 우리 앞날은 용광 찬란할 것입니다.
In a rare interview with foreign press in Pyongyang, North Korean diplomats are sending the world a clear message. To support sanctions is to incite war.
조선반도에서 전쟁이 일어나는 것을 반대한다고 하면서도 분별을 잃고 우리에 대한 최대의 제재 압박을 떠드는 미국에 편승하는.
That commentary follows remarks by the French foreign minister at a European summit.
Il nécessite les sanctions et les pressions nécessaires pour amener la Corée du Nord à la table des discussions.
UN-imposed sanctions would stop textiles and labour going out and oil coming in, effectively freezing North Korea from world trade. Russia is yet to decide whether it will support or oppose the measure.
Взрывая ядерные устройства в нарушение резолюции Совета Безопасности ООН.
In South Korea, experts admit there needs to be a change in response to the North's threats, and sanctions are the only option right now.
That can put enormous pressure on North Koreans. It could actually paralyze North Korean economy and bring North Korea to the brink of regime collapse.
While the US is a close ally to the South, there's still a sense of anxiety amongst residents that President Donald Trump will launch a preventative attack without consultation or leave them behind altogether.
Cut a deal, a big deal with North Koreans, trading withdrawal of US forces in South Korea if North Korea gives up on intercontinental ballistic missile.
Citizens in Seoul seem to be desensitised to the idea of a North Korean offensive, despite being a big target. Subway stations act as shelters in the city. Gas masks are ready in cabinets just in case, but most residents don't even notice them as they go about their busy lives. Just 2 weeks ago, South Korea staged a nationwide evacuation drill. Residents were told a month in advance to stop work for 20 minutes, but many chose to ignore the advice. Australian businessman Rowan Petts has been living in Seoul for 3 years. He says while the escalating tensions are a real concern for him, it's still business as usual.
You know, trade is at an all-time high. We introduced the free trade agreement only a few years ago, and I think that's really a driving force to keep business going on the straight and narrow, and all these sort of provocations on the exterior don't really affect Australia's involvement in trade and investment in Korea.
Across the border, it's a day of national pride, nuclear empowerment and some dancing on the grave of regional stability.
Our reporter Kirsty Johansson joins us now from Seoul. Kirsty, what's the atmosphere like in Seoul today?
Lilian, many people here have actually been going about their daily business like normal. There's been quite a few festivals held here in Seoul today, and as you can see behind me, many people are still out and about enjoying the warm weather. Last year, Pyongyang did mark its National Day with a missile launch, but that seems to be far from people's minds here. Tonight in Seoul, there is a planned protest against the THAAD anti-missile defence system, which South Koreans say puts them at risk. Japan has also just announced that it's held military exercises with the US over the East China Sea in anticipation of a possible launch.
Kirsty Johansson, thank you very much for speaking to us from Seoul. Coming up.